counsel? Are you owner, agent, manager?
I'm the property manager over there.
Okay. Mr. Howell, as the plaintiff, will let you start in the situation, or rather explain the case to me. I always like to say, if you're suing for an amount of money, let me know how much money, and then we'll get started with everything. All right.
Of course, yeah. Thank
All
you,
right.
Your Honor. I guess to open, I'm suing for $1,200 for negligent property maintenance resulting in damages on my vehicle, and that's including the fees to file and serve the defendant.
Okay. Tell me what happened.
Yes, Your Honor. So on February 26, 2025, at approximately 5:30 p.m., I was driving my usual route to the gym when I struck a large, unavoidable pothole on the roadway owned by the defendant. And this roadway connects West Slaughter Lane to the retail plaza where my gym is located. And we can show the exhibits at the end, but as shown in Exhibit 1, dash cam footage from 3 different angles captures the collision. The footage shows the driver's side of my vehicle dropping from the impact, followed by a loud bang. And about 12 seconds later, you hear an alert chime from my vehicle signaling low tire pressure. So I immediately pulled into the gym parking lot, exited the vehicle, and heard a loud hissing noise coming from the front driver's side tire. And upon inspection, I found a deep gash in the tire, as shown in Exhibit 2. And before long, the tire was completely flat. So I had the vehicle towed home and ordered the tire online for next day delivery. And then when it arrived, I removed the wheel myself, brought it to a local tire shop where they mounted and balanced the new tire. Yeah, using the Travis County Appraisal District records, I identified the property containing the pothole as belonging to WTL 1824 West Slaughter LLC, and that's in Exhibit 3. I located their contact information and emailed them on February 27th, providing the same evidence I've submitted to you guys today, requesting $500 just to cover the tire and installation. 2 days after the incident, I returned to the site and discovered that the pothole had already been filled, yet I received no responses to my email. On March 5th, I followed up again to request a response and reiterated that I was prepared to file a claim. And later that day, I received a reply from David, the property manager, who stated that they had conducted an inspection and found no defects in the roadway. And he included a photo of the area in that condition with the pothole already filled, which I've included in Exhibit 4. However, this photo showed that the pothole had already been repaired, so I immediately returned to the site and took my own photos, which I've included in Exhibit 5, showing the same freshly filled area, and it is clear in both my photo and theirs that recent concrete work had been done. When I pointed this out, he claimed that no work had been authorized or performed by his team and continued to deny reimbursement. So that brings us to today. I filed this claim seeking $1,200, which includes $460 for the tire, $40 for the mount and balance, essentially installing the tire, $143 to file the case and serve the defendant, and then the remainder for time spent pursuing resolution with David, gathering evidence and preparing for this case.
Okay, so the 1,200 was 500 for the tire. How much for the adjustment and balance?
$40.
Okay, so it's 500 for the tire, 40 for the adjustment and balance. What's the rest of it?
Sorry, $460 for the tire and then 40 for the mount and balance. 143 to file the case and serve the defendant, and then the rest is just for time I've had to spend on this case and trying to reach a resolution with David.
Unfortunately, we can't give you anything for the loss of time. I understand that you did experience that. That is very, very true. That's just, Texas doesn't compensate for that unless it's an extraordinary kind of case. Actual
No
damage
worries,
that you get and your cost of court. I definitely understand the frustration of pursuing it, but not a thing.
Okay.
But
No
460
worries.
tire, 40 for the adjustment, and then of course your cost of court. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Got it. Let's take a look at your photos real quick, Mr.
Of course. I think it would be best to start with Exhibit 1. So that's the dash cam footage. There's 3 different angles included. It's a 3-way dash cam. It's up to you if you think we should see all of them.
Let's see what I can do. Let's take a look at what we've got here. So I see dash cam facing the road, rear dash cam facing plaintiff. Dash cam facing the plaintiff. Do you have one like inside looks at you?
I do the one facing outside the vehicle to start, maybe.
Okay, let's see that. I see dash cam facing the road.
Yeah, there we go.
Real quick, I'm curious, where is this located? That must have been your radio in your car. Video up and just started playing.
Oh yeah. There's some music in the background. Essentially, yeah, my gym is located in a little plaza, retail plaza. And if you're driving on West Slaughter, in order to get into the retail plaza, you essentially have to make a right-hand turn to get in there. And that
What's
road
the
right
cross
there,
street?
it's Slaughter and Menchaca, I think. Yeah, Slaughter and Menchaca. In one of the exhibits, I include a photo which shows the exact roads.
Okay. Do you go to the Planet Fitness there at Slaughter and Manchac?
The LA Fitness.
Is it LA Fitness? All right, I'm gonna share my screen. This is the dash cam footage that and I'll let you identify what I'm looking at, okay?
Sure, thank you.
What just happened? There we go. Let's see if we can do that. Here we go. Okay. So this is, oh, and let me make sure that when I shared it, I'm sorry, let me do that again, because when I hit share, I have to make sure that I share with the audio. Just
Oh,
in
right,
case
right.
that makes a difference.
You can
Yeah.
hear the noise, yeah.
Yeah, so now I've shared sound. All right, so let's take a look at this. All right, I'm gonna start it from the beginning because it automatically began playing when I opened it up. All right, so Mr. Howell, do you recognize this? Is this dash cam footage that you created?
Yes, this is the footage.
Okay, and you're in your car at this point?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and I see at the bottom down here, it says February 26, 2025. Is that an accurate to the date that this was recorded?
Yes, I think the time is 2 hours behind because I originally lived in Washington State, so I never adjusted that. But so if you just adjust it for 2 hours, the time and date should be perfectly correct.
All right, let's take a look. Oh, okay. I know where this is. Just electronic. Ah, back there. Okay. So that's you pulling in.
Hmm. And the other I guess videos just show the exact same thing, but just from different angles.
Did you hit the pothole in the first video?
In all three, yeah, they're all the same exact footage, but just from different angles.
All right, let's
Was
watch
it
the
lagging?
I'm gonna actually turn the sound off because it's not add anything for me.
Sure, yeah.
Right, which
I
I
see the
appreciate.
vehicle.
It's okay. Can I turn the volume down in this thing? It feels like I should be able to.
I'm not sure if it's just on my end. When you play it, it seems like it's lagging. Is it for you as well? It might just be because you're sharing.
Might be because I'm sharing, but let's see here. All right, so
Okay.
here you're on Slaughter. You're driving, you're slowing down, you turn in behind the Walgreens. Where is the pothole?
Right there.
Oh,
You saw the vehicle dip down when I hit it.
man, now you keep going, so it's not like you stop to look at it.
Correct. I mean, if you watch the one of the dash cam footage facing me, you see my reaction.
All right, let's see. But I see. So let's just watch that again. So you pull in, and it's pretty much once you get into the lot.
Right, it's right there. It's unavoidable. It's right when you turn in.
Oh, I think I see. It's the drainage, right?
Right. There's some kind of septic line or some kind of
Okay. All right.
hoses they run under
So
under
it's
the
this
ground.
area right here, which is directly in the line as you pull in. You can't run into this car, and you've got to go straight. So it's like right here. You're right. It's right across
It's
the road.
unavoidable.
All
Yeah.
right. Let's take a look at the next one. Okay, now this is, what am I looking at here?
This is just the rear dash cam.
Oh, this is the rear dash. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm guessing this is kind of where you just went. I saw a little bit of a
Mhm.
bump. All right, he comes in. Okay.
And I think the next one it'll be most visible. That's the one facing me.
Yeah, I see that reaction.
Mhm. And in the video, you can hear the loud bang.
Okay,
I'm not sure whether you
let's
hear the
see,
music.
but this video might, well, yeah. One time I watched a DWI stop that was useless because the whole thing was the officer's dash cam just listening to like heavy metal. This was a lot to
Oh,
watch, but it pretty much destroyed the evidence. Okay, let's see.
and then at in the first one, you go over again if you up to you. At the very end, you hear the tire low tire pressure alert chime on. It's the kind of the in the first video we watched. That was the chime at the end,
For this one, let's see.
right there.
Oh, that little bing.
That's the car letting me know the tires, low on air.
All right. Mr. Zhao, any dispute that these are videos taken when he was on the premises that day?
We watched the video several times. If we pay attention to each frame of the video, we don't see a pickle on the surface. It's if you go back,
I
if you
see it
can
right
say
there.
this won't cause that kind of damage.
Mr. Zhou, I
Mhm.
see the hole right there. And I saw in all three videos where
Okay.
boom, right? Like it happens. Okay. All right. Now, Mr.
Yep.
Howell, you said you took some photos of it being repaired.
So yeah, so onto exhibit 2. That's a photo of the gash that was left in the tire.
Okay, let's take a look at that. I mean, I'll show the picture. It's, okay.
Yeah, you can kind of see.
All right. And
Uh,
then this is exhibit 5.
Yes.
Take a
So
photo.
exhibits 4 and 5. So this was like I said, 2 days after the incident. I think that would I think this was on the 26th. That'd be the 28th or whatever. I returned and saw they already filled it, and he hadn't responded to my email at that point. It wasn't until March 5th that he responded and sent the photo essentially. Not this one. This is the one I took, but he sent exhibit 4, saying, "Oh, there's no pothole," and I said, "Well, that's because you already filled it, you know."
Mr. Howell,
So.
Mr. Howell,
Hmm.
why do you believe this is new filling? Like when I look at this picture, this looks like a repair that's many, many months or years old. That is not new tar. So why do you
It was
believe?
it
I
was
can see that it's been repaired, but what I
it was
understood
repaired
what
like
you said was that like they went and repaired it the day after you hit your tire, but this does not look like a new repair,
this
especially not
this
within 24
photo.
hours.
Yes, Your Honor. This photo would have been like a week after they repaired it,
No.
so it's
I'd
already been
say,
driven over.
why do you have any proof that this repair got done within that week? Did you take a photo of the day you hit it?
I should have that day, but yeah, I did not.
I'm just saying, I look at a lot of these things. That does not appear to me to be week old pavement.
I mean, you could see it's darker than the rest of the concrete around it. It's been driven over for a whole week straight, at this point. But I understand,
Like,
I imagine the dirt from every tire driven over it, in a week, because a lot of cars pull in this with,
I'd say I'm 50-50, but the burden is 51. But I don't, okay, I get that. I see it, right?
I mean, it looks different from in the dash cam footage. In dash cam footage, you can see there's, it goes deeper down. There's like somewhere where my tire can
this is
actually
the
fall
best,
into.
this is the best one, right? This is the best one that shows me
Mm.
the spot. So let's, looking at it.
I also took some photo and sent you, right after we
Take a
received.
look. So
Mm.
here's kind of the best photo that there is, right? It's at an angle, obviously,
Yeah,
and it's
it's a
this
very
spot
good
right
photo.
here. I don't see any obvious holes. What I see is dark patches, which really does match entirely with what you showed me, the dark patches on it, right? That looks pretty
I'm not seeing
dark,
your screen for
darker,
some reason.
right? Here's that dark patch, and then the darker in the center, right? This little like there's that little round spot, and then the dark patch to do it. And when I look up here, there's that round spot, and then there's that dark patch in the middle. So those appear to me to be the same thing.
Your Honor, I can't see if you're sharing the photo. I still see the
Right.
exhibit 5.
That's what I'm looking at, Mr. Howell.
Oh, okay, right. I
So
apologize.
when I'm looking at exhibit 5, right, you see with
Mhm.
my mouse, you see I'm circling this little thing up here, this little circle up here.
Yes.
Okay, so like this part right here, I'm noticing where I put a little line over it. When I look at your video, you see that, can you see the video now?
No, I still see exhibit 5.
Oh, okay, I have to physically change what I'm sharing. I'll show you. So when I'm looking at that photo of what you took, right, of the patches, when I go back to your footage, it appears identical. See, there's that circle and that other circle and then that dark melange. Those appear to
Right.
be
I
the
don't.
same thing. I don't see any.
Correct. I don't believe that's the part I struck. I think it's the part before it. You can see there's this groove that runs right along before that one that you indicated in the photo. There's a long groove that runs along this, I guess, septic path, and
And so, Mr. Howell, let's look at the other photo you took, because I think that groove is still there, but I don't, that's right in here. And it also doesn't appear to have been recently filled. It looks like multiple part patches that they've done on this not great area where they have the drainage
right.
going.
This in the bottom photo, I believe the part I struck was this that kind of that runs along that line, that dark section. I believe that was what was filled. I wonder if I can draw on the screen.
No, I see what you're saying here. This part right
Right. Yes, that part.
here,
Yes.
look at it,
Yes.
and Mr. Howell, I have seen lots of these things and I've seen a lot of pavement. I can't find more likely than not that that is a new thing. It appears to me at best to be likely. This
I guess
doesn't
we
look
have to
like it's
consult
new
with
road.
a construction professional to say for certain, but the dash cam footage either way shows the vehicle dipping down. You hear a loud bang. I clearly struck something.
I mean, you could hit a stone. As a
And-
property manager, I swear in everything say is 100% true. You
Yeah,
know,
now Mr. Joe, you
uh,
took some photos, right? Did you send those in?
yeah.
Okay. When did you send those photos in?
I think I sent it with the response,
Let's take a look.
but the photo is essentially the same thing. It's essentially the same information. Ms. Nogan has provided. Yeah,
I don't
we
think
don't see any hole. If we see any hole, and I will I will I will admit, oh, that's a pit hole. That's our responsibility. But we we don't see it, and
Mr. Joe, we didn't receive any photos. We just got a written response from
it's
you.
essentially the same. It's essentially the same. I have it on my computer. You want me to share with you?
No, I mean, I see the photos. I just what I'm not seeing. All right, tell you what, gentlemen, let me take this under advisement. I'm not familiar. Mr. Howell, do you right now know of any specific statute related to premises liability for the landlord?
At the time I was preparing this case, I did, but essentially, I know you're required to maintain you. There's some minimal level of upkeep you have to maintain on your property, especially if cars are driving on it regularly, like it's being used publicly. You're required to maintain it, and you're liable for any damages that result of negligent maintenance.
All right, so a level of negligent maintenance is what you're going with for the parking lot. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let me take this under advisement. I want to do a little research into case law and see if there's any clear examples. Here's what I'll just give you all kind of a recitation of what we've got. So there's no doubt, Mr. Howell, that you drove into the parking lot and that your car, something got hit, right? I mean, I can see that in the video. It's understandable what you're saying is that it happened right around the time of you kind of going over that area that had been patched. And certainly, as you stated, when you went back, it had immediately repaired that lends credibility to it. When I look at the repairs, they appear to me to be ongoing and none of those look as recent. So that then goes back to what did you actually hit something in the road, or and what Mr. Zhu is saying is that it wasn't that you hit a pothole, that you hit something else that was there. The footage is minimal. So let me take a chance to really spend more time and look at those. More importantly, what I want to do is actually see if there's any case law already out there, any cases that have already decided parking lot liability that makes it a little bit cleaner for me. That way, when I have an answer, I can give you all some specific, like, okay, here's what we found. Here are factors that relevant into it. Mr. Howell, I'm glad you got your car fixed. I'm glad it was not worse, right?
Your Honor, may I add anything? Because as a property manager, we occasionally receive inspection from the city. The city will have vehicle goes around the neighborhood. They would, if they see any damage on the surface, they will send us notice.
Mr. Zhao, the only way I would take that as proof is if you had something from the city within like a month of that that said you're great.
No,
But
they won't. If you're great, they won't
I
send
was gonna
us.
say,
Yeah.
the fact that, I mean, they might have
Yeah.
pointed out, they might not have. I mean,
Okay.
I'm real familiar with where we're at
Yeah.
here. Right.
Another point I would like to point out, look at the tire photo. The tire is very old. Yeah, that's all I want to say.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's also a part, right? You know, what's the state of the tire and those things. I will say
One
this.
last thing. So I apologize. One last thing, I guess that I just wanted to cover on the hypothesis that I hit something in the road, like a rock or something. I guess
Yeah.
when you're reviewing the dash cam footage, you can see the vehicle drop. Whereas if it were the case that I hit a rock or something, that wouldn't be the case. The vehicle dips down. The bang clearly comes from, it correlates with the vehicle dropping down. It's my tire sunk into something. So I just wanted to point that out.
No, that's a good point, right? I mean, physics and things that happen. All right.
Hmm.
Mr. Howell, Mr. Zhao, thank you. You both gave me really good information. I want to also say very well thank you to both of you for your patience today. I know it's no fun to be the ending to case on a docket. I know you got to hear a lot of things before, so thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Thank you for having all of your exhibits already submitted for us. When I take it under advisement, typically that means I use about 5 days. I don't think it's going to take me more than the end of the week to be able to get that result, although I am going to be out of tomorrow with some clerks at a conference, but by Monday, end of Monday, you'll definitely hear from me, okay?
All right, you will send
That's
us
it.
an email
Yes,
us.
I will send y'all, I will send you, the court will email you and say, this is the order, and we will give you a final outcome in it, and then that will be what triggers your opportunity to move forward with things, okay?
Sounds good.
Thank
Thank
you
you very
Thank you,
much.
Your Honor.
Appreciate it.
No, thank you both. I get 2 thumbs up for both of your, in terms of how you prepared and how you handled yourself in court. And again,
Appreciate
kudos on you for your patience with us. We also understand. All right, you
it.
didn't have to sit in the courtroom in a really uncomfortable chair.
Yeah, it's good to be remote. You don't have to take the traffic to go to the court. Yeah.
And if you want to have Mr. Howell, be careful if you drive out of our way, because there's nothing but disaster on Highway one of the white, like for real.
Yeah.
Be careful out here.
I'll be
And
careful
also,
there.
if you drive around the city, it's lots of horse on the road. I just that's kind of why
Yeah.
anyway, it's not probably not really relevant. Yeah.
There's no way I get home. I drive down Slaughter Lane and the entire of Slaughter Lane is being torn up all the way in front of Bowie High School. So my
Mm.
entire drive is just construction zone and school zones.
I know what you mean,
A lot of audiobooks.
yeah.
All right.